Right, so last year was a year of irrational exuberance in the startup world. This year is what I would call the year of, or the hour between the dog and the wolf. And what I mean by that, it's a sunset hour, just after sunset, the moments when you can't distinguish between who's the dog and who's the wolf. So it's been a little bit of confusion, a little bit of correction, a little bit of introspection among both investors as well as startups. And while that has been raised by reports, has been raised by newspaper articles saying that the quantum of funding has dropped or the startups which are getting funded are less. It's also a good time for people to reflect what really is an investable startup. And we see that happening more this year compared to last year. So a lot of startup frenzy which we saw last year in terms of getting funded, we see that getting a little bit more rationalized this year, which doesn't mean there is less funding available. Funding is available, and in fact there are more funds coming in right now at earlier stages, be it angels or seed funds like ourselves or earlier levels of funding, including crowdfunding. It's just that people are more careful now of having the unit economics correct, of having the basic fundamentals of building a cash flow positive business correct before really jumping onto the bandwagon of raising more funds without realizing what to do with the funding. So that's really what I call 2016, the hour between the dog and the wolf. Unitus Seed Fund believes in what we call impact investment. And that's often been confused with social entrepreneurship, NGOs, and it's not got a tag which we really felt has been understood very well in the market. This year, 2016, as we see more startups really looking at the business fundamentals first and really trying to grow as a cash flow positive business, we feel the year is really exciting for impact startups. And why? Is because we define impact startups as companies which are really trying to grow profitably and scalably, but which are also trying to provide large scale social impact. That's really what defines impact startups for us. And in this market scenario where there has been a lot of correction in terms of a frenzy of startups that got funded earlier in terms of food tech or delivery, on demand, etc., we see more need and more demand for fundamental business problem startups which are solving problems which really can look at large scale social problems in a profitable way. And that fits in right well with what we call impact entrepreneurship. So the 2016 as a year will really be the year where we should see more impact entrepreneurs rising up successfully.